The Snapmaker U1 is about $300 more than the Bambu P1S combo right now, and soon to be $500. But I'm not convinced that the P1S is a more budget-friendly option long term. Time, filament, and one thing we didn't expect. Let's get into it. Before we get too far into it, I do want to say this is non-sponsored content, and we didn't do any color calibrations for this test. I didn't want to do any color calibrations because new users into this hobby wouldn't know how to do that, and two, you wouldn't have to do that on the Snapmaker U1. So let's really get into it. The first file that I went off and test printed for these two printers is the Apple Turtle from Cinderwing 3D. And the P1S took significantly longer time. I know in our previous video, the 7,000 swaps you can see up here, I did state that the U1 was slower, but since that recording, there has been a firmware update and it is so much faster now. These two files on these two printers, drastically different printing times. And then the retraction time for the filament from the P1S having to be pulled from the machine all the way back to the AMS and then pushed all the way back, it just stacks that time for the P1S. And then let's talk about the purge waste. The purge waste for the U1 looks like this. That's it. And for these files, I did 4 of these on each printer on the build plate. And when you do multiple, it helps with the value that you extract from all the purge waste. But let's look at what it looks like for the P1S. That's significant. It's just wasted. That could go towards more models or anything else. But that just adds into your cost long term for your budget between these two printers. At the end of these test files, I'm going to take all of this filament purge waste and dump it into one container so you can see firsthand how much it adds up. Let's check out the next one. The next file I went off and test printed for these two printers is the Articulated Mega Charizard by IX Patch. I normally wouldn't print this on the P1S just because it has so many filament swaps and it just adds to waste, and you only get 2 on a build plate at best, maybe 3, but the U1 really wins out here because of the time and the filament waste. With the U1, it took about 10 hours, give or take. I'll put that up on the screen here with the time lapse. And then this P1S took about 25 hours, I believe. Again, I'll put that on the screen here. And the filament was astronomical. This is also where I ran into my oops surprise issue. Here's the filament waste for it. Significantly more than that first test print. And it just, I feel like there's a whole other 2 sets of models in here. But what happened with this print is that my purge chute backed up in the back, and you won't have to worry about that on the U1 because it doesn't have a purge chute. And not only did it add to the purge waste, but it also adds into the waste with failed printer parts or print parts. And it also doesn't happen all the time, but it did to me this time. My nozzle was broken. It bent it straight over, and yeah, that's just more waste for your budget. Let's check on the next print. All right, let's take a quick pause for a second. I realized as I was editing this video that I didn't talk about print quality, and that kind of matters. I printed all these files at a 0.2 layer height on both machines, and I really can't tell the difference. I'll put some footage up on the screen for you guys to see, and if I had to give an edge, I'd give it to the U1 for overall better finish, but that's being picky. With that cleared up, let's get back into testing. The final file that I went off and test printed for these two printers is the Apple Pie Turtle by Cinderwing 3D. I chose this file specifically because there's a lot of areas on here that have the 4 color changing, and that's just going to add more time, especially to the P1S, because it's 4 times per layer that it's got to retract the filament and push it back in. And the same thing for the color changing. It's got to purge that filament waste out of it. The U1 handled it like a champ. That 5-second color swap, as you just saw right there, it just kept on going. The purge waste is still noticeable, not as much as the last file, but it's still there. And it's not going to take long for that $300 and soon to be $500 difference to add up and to be surpassed. So let's get all this visually into a bin and then we'll break it down. So before we dump these into the bin, and wrap up this video, I have a question for you. How long do you think it would take for you, as the viewer, to rack up $300 in time and filament, and maybe some broken parts? If I were starting over today with $1,000 fresh money, I would totally choose the Snapmaker U1. And that doesn't take away from my Bambu P1Ss. I got them over 2 years ago, and they have performed beyond expectations. But knowing what I know today, this is where the difference shows up. The U1 saves time, it saves filament, and it saves maintenance cost over time. So that's how $300 can be saved over time with the Snapmaker U1 versus the P1S combo. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, smash that like button. If you have any suggestions for our next video, drop them in the comments. And if you want to keep your U1 running long term, check out this maintenance video here. And until next time, be glorious.